the most delicate moments in any new relationship are the very beginning, and therefore I think that the further along we go, the stronger and faster will be the pace of improvement. But I think the last 6 months have seen an extraordinary change, and change both on the economic front and also less publicly on the political front. And I think the main reason is the perception in both India and Pakistan that we are facing a critical moment when the US and ISAF leave Afghanistan, where Pakistan will face a very, very serious challenge, both on the economic front as well as on the military sort of backlash, kind of possibility of backlash kind of front. And in India, there's now a very clear, growing consensus, which was reflected in our conference this morning, that a threat to Pakistan is also a threat to India. It's the idea, until not long ago, which people held, that, well, what's bad for Pakistan is good for us, is now almost completely gone. There are fringe elements and there are unpolitical elements who may still think this, but it's no longer there anywhere in the political spectrum. So I think that we will move forward, but we need to really, first, I think Pakistan's economic crisis is going to be the one that has to be tackled first. There may not be a crisis if there is no cessation of US aid, but if there is a cessation of US aid, there will be a balance of payments problem that Pakistan will face because of very large past debts. And I think that this is where the opening up that's taking place is leading us. We need to do much more in this area, and I can definitely think of a whole lot of steps that the two countries can take, and we probably would take in the next couple of years, so that Pakistan becomes more economically viable. It becomes economically viable and does not need to rely upon aid, even to service its past debts. On the political front, I think we need to have a common strategy, evolve a common strategy towards getting peace in Afghanistan. Much will depend upon how the US leaves, what they leave behind, to what extent they support and successfully support the Karzai government, and how gradual the political changes in Afghanistan become after the Americans leave. There will be changes. Taliban will come out and will in fact want to play a role. What precise role, we don't know. The Pashtuns will definitely play a major role in Afghanistan. This adjustment will take time, and the adjustment is again something in which the India-Pakistan cooperation would help greatly. One of the things I think we need to do is to get away from the idea that India is working against Pakistan in Afghanistan. And the surest way of doing this is for us to cooperate and in the aid we give to Afghanistan. Pakistan also gives much less than India, but there is definitely a possibility of cooperation in this area. And finally, there's the whole question of Balochistan. I think there's a lot of misunderstanding that needs to be cleared. There needs to be frankness, and frankness comes with a degree of trust.